What's up, everybody? We're on a podcast now. Plus, I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to discuss if we are going to get a fourth Danganronpa, I guess, mainline game, because there has technically been more than 3 Danganronpas, but this is pretty exciting. This is, by the way, purely speculation, but we are going to go off of what we know, a little bit of news Danganronpa related, and then we'll talk about where Danganronpa 4 fits into this. So this comes from Push Square, but this has been all around the place. Danganronpa is set to celebrate its 10th anniversary in Japan this November, and developer Spike Chunsoft appears to have a lot in store for fans to mark the occasion. Starting next month, the Japanese studio will host a monthly news broadcast, which promises to unveil all sorts of surprises. They will reveal more details at the Famitsu and Deneki, hopefully I'm saying the right, Game Awards on April 18th, 2020. So I believe, so that means starting next month, so starting May of 2020, they're going to be doing monthly things, and then it says, as reported by Gamitsu, Danganronpa fans can look forward to news relating to the games, merchandise, collaborations, and more. Now, they continue to go on, maybe speculating what it could mean. The last Danganronpa, the third one, Killing Harmony, was back in 2017, so it's been 3 years since that game has come out. And I believe in that game when that game did come out. And I'll be open and honest with you guys. Firstly, I love this franchise. I truly do. Having said that, I've only ever played the first game and the first couple hours of the second game. It really got away from me. I own the second game. I own the spin-off game. I own the third game separately from the other two. So I do love this franchise. It actually means quite a lot to me. It means a lot to podcasts now. It means actually a lot to my personal life. It's actually one of the things that allowed me to meet my now wife. So it's a really weird path that it went through, but trust me when I say it does mean a lot to me. Having said that, though, I haven't played all the games, but I 1000% want to. When I read this, because this is not news, this isn't like new news, this was a few days ago, but when I did see this, I did see they're going to announce news to game. Now, when I hear that you can look forward to news regarding games. Now, the merchandise, collaborations, and more, I mean, merchandise, literally just, new shirts, new things you could buy, new Danganronpa things are actually, like, cinematically, like, how they look or visually, they look really, really cool. So, merchandise is always cool. Collaborations, I'm not really sure what that could mean, and then more. I mean, more could literally mean anything, but what would news relating to the game mean? Would you do, like, a remaster? But you already kind of did that, right? We have the collection. There's a lot of different bundles with the Danganronpa game, so there's like 4 in all, and really any combination that you can think of, they've most likely done it. There are quite a few like collection packs of these games. So when I hear like news relating to the games, I don't know if you would do, now again, like, yeah, it's been a long time since the first game, but they've brought it up to speed, and I think everything works relatively well. Like, I can't imagine them doing a remaster or a remake or anything like that to any of these games unless it's to bring it to more consoles. Like, maybe that could be it. But yeah, I mean, maybe that is it. But me being an optimist, I really think, and going back to what I said earlier, I don't remember whether or not, but I feel like this is what it was, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but when the third game came out, I feel like the talk around it was looked at as a closure to the franchise, that like maybe there'd be more, but like this is a good end to what we've gotten so far. Again, also, I don't know how it ends. I've tried to keep as many, I've tried to just stay away from spoilers, so I don't know how the second game ends. I don't know how the third game ends, so maybe that has to do with something as well. Maybe that would affect the fourth game. I don't think so. They could probably bring it back no matter what. If you guys want to spoil it in the comments, I guess if it's for the greater cause, if it's to help people out, that's fine. But I think that's very possible. I think that this game franchise sold, I mean, I don't think that, I know that the game franchise sold well. For being what the game is, I mean, yeah, I mean, let's not kid ourselves here. Danganronpa, people aren't going down the streets asking for Danganronpa 4, okay? There's not a petition. There's not hundreds of thousands of people just, like, sitting in their bedroom waiting for it, okay? But there is a very, I think, hardcore community that if you like these kind of games, and if you like Danganronpa, you've most likely bought all 4 of them, or at least the core 3, and you probably would support a 4th game. I know I would. Again, not even having played most of 2 or 3, I would buy a 4th game like day one. I absolutely would. And then I would actually, that would actually give me an excuse to catch up on the other games. So I really actually hope that happens. But I honestly feel like it's only a matter of time. 10-year anniversary, something like that. One thing that I do love about this is that they care that much. I really do love that, because we've talked about it on this channel, on podcasts now, where developers, publishers, some of them, and again, it's tough to say. Like, I don't want to say they don't respect it, but some people just don't recognize, some developers, publishers, they don't recognize key dates in their history, right? Like release, again, like historical release dates of when they released the game, say 5-10 years ago. Like, they don't do anything special for it. Some are a little bit better with it. Some kind of reflect a little bit more on the past. And I'm glad to see, I think honestly, Japanese studios do it more often. I feel like they are in that group where they do actually, and not, again, maybe respect isn't the right word, but they realize or they recognize their past games of when they release. So to see this, to see a 10-year anniversary thing, and then again, what better way to introduce a brand new game, a fourth game, than by celebrating? Because really, I mean, it's a celebration of 10 years, right, of the first game, but also it's a 10-year journey. It's a decade, and you're celebrating all that Danganronpa's done in that time, and it's done a lot. It's been a very successful game franchise, starting out from basically nothing, right? So I think it makes a lot of sense that this would be the time. Maybe they would save it for the end. We'll have to see literally how they do it. Like, if they do like these monthly, news releases or whatever, and they do it, I wonder if they would do like merchandise first, and then we're collabing, and then we're bringing it to next gen or something like that, like in a remaster. And then, like, the last one, they say Danganronpa 4, next generation, 2021, that's it. That would be super, super cool. I would love that. I think that's a very smart thing to do. Question just being, like, would they do it? I've never really looked into their studio to see if there's been any talks over the last little while. But again, third game came out 3 years ago. So it's definitely been enough time where it is realistic to say, if it comes out in 2021, that does seem realistic, because it'd be 4 years. That's plenty of time to make the game. It's just if they wanted to do it. So I'm excited. I feel like I've talked myself up. If you guys know who I am or have been watching videos from this channel or podcast now for a while, you'll know that I do talk myself up in terms of, like, I get myself excited, right? I don't like kind of gloat about things, but I get myself very, very excited about these things, and I am. I mean, I really do want a fourth game. Am I going to be the saddest person on planet Earth if we don't get one? No, but it's something now. Seeing that they're doing something like this, I think I'd be disappointed if we go through it and we didn't get anything regarding a future, maybe not even a Danganronpa 4, but just a future game in the franchise. Here's hoping, right? I'm hoping here. So guys, let me know in the comments below, what do you think? Is this a game that you want to see return? Would you get a Danganronpa 4? What do you think about this news? Let me know. Make sure you guys subscribe to this YouTube channel. Hit the bell icon so you guys know when all these videos go up. And I do a new video every single day. And also, if something does happen, Danganronpa related, you can bet we'll cover it either here or on the main channel podcast now, okay? Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all on the next video.